Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're in the first weeks of September now. Temperatures are finally cooling off, getting a little bit of rain, which is nice. But I tell you what, we're not having to battle those 110-degree temperatures that we were record breaking back in August. So hopefully we're finished. We're going into the fall now, so that'll be quite nice. Daggum ant bit me. Put down some ant stuff now. Winter ryegrass over your Bermuda lawn. So I'm located on the north side of the DFW area here in Texas. And a very common thing that we do down here is we like to put winter ryegrass over our warm season turf. So this year I'm not doing that. I kind of explained earlier in a previous video of why I wasn't doing that. But like I just said, I want this Bermuda lawn to go all the way as late as possible in the year, just so I can have the information that goes into whether or not you should reverse your lawn seasons if you're living in a hotter than normal area, like Texas. So anyway, look forward to that video. It'll be coming out shortly, but mainly I just wanted to give my 2 cents or my opinion for anybody who just wants that over annual or perennial ryegrass. Which one would you use, and why would you use one over the other? So for me, I'm only using perennial ryegrass from now on. I think it's more durable, it's more weather tolerant, it looks better, it's usually a darker green. I just feel like if you're going to do all that labor and spend that much money and extend your lawn season in the off season and basically skip an off season and just continue on, then why not have the prettiest version of what you can have? The annual ryegrass, I feel like, it does okay, but I feel like these like little ice storms or these little winter storms that we keep getting here in the DFW area hurts it. It doesn't do well, it doesn't rebound from that. So then you end up with a spotty lawn, spots here and there that don't look quite as good, and they require reseed. But then you're going into spring, late winter, early spring, and you're already prepping for your Bermuda grass to come back. So it's like, you just kind of get an ugly time period. At least I do anyway. I'm just a beginner at this, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But yeah, I would do perennial. I've done perennial Grand Slam by Stover, and I love that stuff. That's probably all I would ever use. Now, it is a little bit more expensive than annual. To do this backyard 2023, it would cost me around $300 for the seed. And you would have to do that every year, even though it's perennial. Doesn't matter. Summertime months come along, at least here in the DFW area, that sucker's gone. It's going to get toasted. See you later. Same way with the annual. It will get cooked off too. I will say, if you want to have a majority of a better Bermuda lawn, the annual ryegrass is easier to get rid of than the perennial. That's just my opinion. I've sprayed both with MSM turf herbicide, and that usually takes care of majority of it. I don't like spraying that anymore. It's too difficult to mix, and I feel like I err too much on the safer side, which is a good thing to do. But it also doesn't get it all on the first applications, and I just don't like to keep applying something that's that powerful as a DIYer. So I would probably have that hired out if I was to do that again. So that's just my opinion. Do the perennial ryegrass. I just think it's worth the effort, time, money that you're going to put into it. Unless you got a monster piece of property, then it's obviously cheaper to do the annual. Now, one thing I will say too, this is something to consider, is if you don't want to spray it out and you don't care how long it goes and you want to do the natural transition of the heat burns it off, the perennial will last longer into the late spring, early summer months than the annual ryegrass, at least based on my experience. So that would be something I would consider if I was you, if you're wanting to extend the ryegrass season into those months. So anyway, if you got any questions, comments about any of that stuff, just leave a comment down below. I'll try to get back to you whenever I can. I will update you on the Bermuda grass back here as we keep going, and let you know whenever it starts going dormant. And then we're going to talk about in a upcoming video of whether or not I should reverse my lawn season. I've kind of talked about it a little bit before in previous videos, but now I feel like I have enough information after this season to actually say what are the pros and cons of trying to have a long Bermuda season or trying to have a long winter ryegrass season. Because I feel like the months are about the same, but you know, it's a lot nicer to work out here in the fall, winter, spring than it is in the dog days of summer. But anyway, we'll get to that whenever that video comes out. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.